Hey guys, Kevin here. So in this video, we're going to discuss 10 things that give me advantage when I'm looking for work. So in the past couple of videos, we already discussed number 1 and number 2. So this is video number 3 on the 10 things that give me advantage when I'm looking for work. So the third thing that gave me an advantage when I'm looking for work is I spent 1 year in college. And for a lot of people, it's going to be a disadvantage that you only spent 1 year in college or you didn't complete college for that matter. But one of the things that gave me an advantage when I'm looking for work is that I learned how to do things on my own. I learned to study on my own. I do not have a professor or a teacher who tells me to read something, who tells me to study something. I just do a research on what I need to learn, and then I go study it, and then I go learn and pick up the skills. And that's how it's been going for me so far. So I learn on my own. So like most people who didn't finish college, the main reason why I wasn't able to continue was financial reasons. So we didn't have enough money to send me to school and pay for our expenses at the same time. So we had to stop, and I had to start working. And at the time, I was living with my mom, and she only has enough money to pay for 1 year at school because we were kind of like hoping that the whole family will chip in and like to cover the expenses, but that didn't happen. So when I stopped going to school, I had to start working. And during the conversations with the family, my dad even told me that security guards, if you want to work as a security guard, you need to have at least 2 years in college and additional education and training to be a security guard. So you can't just be that. You can't be like the people that they hire for low paying jobs needs a higher college education than what I had. And then my mom asked me to just look for jobs in fast food chains, like work in a restaurant, be a server, be someone who works in an SM or something like that, do a low paying job. But I didn't want that approach, and I wasn't really willing to settle. I don't like the idea of getting paid a low amount for your hard work. Like, you're gonna work hard. I want to make sure that I get paid well for that. So if you want to if you're going to work hard anyway, might as well get paid really well. And I eventually found out that call centers paid really well. So if you go to work, you made like back then the starting was like 16,000 a month. Some of them paid like 20,000 a month. So that sounds good. And when I looked for work in a call center, I understand that the pay is really good. So I don't care how difficult it is to get in. I was willing to learn, and not just willing to learn, I'm actually working on learning how to qualify and how to get hired. So a lot of people, they send me a message, "Hi Kevin, I'd like to work in a call center. I'm willing to learn how to get hired in a call center." But the truth is, real talk, willing is not enough. You have to do something. You can't wait for someone to teach you. You have to have initiative. Initiative is one of the most important things that you bring to the table. It means that you're not gonna wait for someone to teach you how to use the computer. You're not going to wait for someone to tell you that you need to practice your English. You're not going to wait for someone to tell you to update your resume or do something similar to that. You have to do it on your own in the beginning. You have to start. You have to invest in, you know, improving yourself. You have to invest the time, you have to invest the money, you have to buy books, hire a tutor, hire someone who will help you, hire someone that you trust, that will help you. If you have a friend who's an English teacher, you have a friend who's working in a call center, hire them, pay them 500 bucks a day to teach you. You know, treat them to Starbucks, treat them to a restaurant, uh, buy them a beer, you know, pay them and get value, get advice, get some tips from someone that you trust. Because, you know, some of the people, they're gonna offer to pay me, hey, I'm gonna pay you 500 pesos, please teach me. And then they're gonna ask for my bank account number, and then they're gonna tell me, oh wait, how do I know that you're not a scam? Like, are you stupid or something? I have like 16,000 people listening to my videos, watching my lessons, reading the things that I'm sharing. I've already been giving away free lessons for over 10 years now, and oh yeah, like how do they know that I'm not just gonna take their money? Well, I'm gonna take their money. I'm gonna receive that payment, but I'm gonna teach them. I'm gonna call, and I'm gonna give some tips. I'm going to give lessons, send some email, some training materials on the email. That's how it works. But if you don't trust me, hire someone else. You know, if you have a family member who is good at speaking in English, pay them that 500. Give it to them, right? Give them the money and then learn something. If that person's not very good, find someone else. Give them 500. Because what's 500 if you're gonna make 20,000 a month, 25,000 a month, 30,000 a month, right? Kesa naman sa nag-invest ka sa networking na palod daw, wala ka daw gagawin, and then your money's gonna come back. That's not true. Diba? Alam mo kung totoo yung ino-offer sa networking, mayaman na yung friend mo na nag-invite sa'yo. But that's not true. Right? Scam lang yan. So, hard work. The true tested way to build wealth, to build assets is hard work. And there's no work around that. Like, even if you have a business, you have to work, you have to think about the business all the time. You have to put in the work. It's not just invest and then make money. No, you invest in yourself, become more intelligent, become more competent, and that's how you earn more money. Because skills are valuable. Take restaurants for example. So, if you go to a restaurant and you buy a steak, you pay like 300 for a small steak. It's okay. Pero if you know how to cook and you know how to cook well, you can just buy a steak for 150 pesos and you have a nice slightly bigger steak. Kasi the restaurant, they have the skill. So, pero if you have the skill, you don't need to pay. So the people with the skills get paid more than the people who don't have the skills. And that's how life works. If you have the skill, if you have the, what do you call that? If you have the knowledge, people are willing to pay you. And how do you get knowledge? You just buy a book. You just watch a lesson, watch a video, watch my videos. I am making over 200 videos of lessons for people who want to work in a call center, people who want to get paid well, people who want to get paid a decent income. Watch my videos. You can do that. So, when I had a difficult time because I didn't have the communication skills, I looked for a job in sales, a temporary job. So, and then after that, everything I learned from that job was actually useful in my call center application. I learned the value of facing rejection. A lot of people, they quit after failing 3 to 5 times. But in sales, they teach you that out of 20 people that you're gonna talk to, only one person's gonna buy. And that is the reality of job interviews. If you are good, it might take you 16 interviews to get a good job. But if you're not so good, then it might be more. You might need to go to 20 companies, you might need to go to 30 companies. But if you're good already, without training, without learning anything from me, print 30 copies of your resume and you go and you use all your resumes to get an interview, you're gonna get hired, guaranteed. Because you're not stupid, you're gonna learn from your mistakes. But as long as you are willing to face that rejection, you're going to do better, right? So, and that's how it works. And won I've won interviews. I'm competing. There's a person who graduated from a top school. I beat those people, right? I didn't beat everyone, but I beat some of those people. I got hired, and the other person who graduated from a top school didn't, because I was working on improving myself. And that's how it goes, right? That's how it goes. So, you know, you have to have an edge. You have to have an advantage. And if you're the type of person who does not read, that's a disadvantage. That's a weakness. So, but if you're the type of person who reads, who studies, who tries to improve yourself, that's a very big advantage, right? Because nobody does that. Nobody does that. People send me messages. I want to get hired in a call center. I ask them, are you willing to do a lot of reading? Are you willing to write a few pages of your story on why you want to get hired in the call center? What happens? Yung reply sa akin, seen. And that's the reality. I get hundreds of messages a week, but most of the time, most of the I only get like maybe 3 or 5 people a month who tell me that they are hired already. Some of them pay me, some of them don't pay me. That's okay, but I'm happy that I was able to help some people. So if you're one of those 3 to 5 people a month, then I made this video for you. But if you're like those people that are not really sure, you don't know what you want in life, well, maybe keep watching. Maybe something I'm gonna say in the future will help you. But yeah, that's the thing. I'm the only person that I know who who reads books. And in a lot of situations, that's one of the things that I ask people. If I get to meet you in person, I'm gonna ask what kind of books you read. If we're dating, that I'm gonna ask you what kind of books you read. If you say you don't like to read books, if you say that you only watch TV or something, I'm gonna think you're stupid. And that's one of the thing. I go out, and even if I don't like the person, if I know that they read things, like I want them to be my friend. I want friends who read. So maybe your friends, if your friends don't read, maybe they're not very good friends. Start looking for friends who can read, or who are reading, who are trying to make themselves better, and try to improve from that. You know, when I failed, failing made me feel very stupid. Failing made me inferior. That is a common thing. But every time I failed, I learned a lot of stuff along the way. And I read every day. Like, go back to video number 2. Listen to the lesson there. And I couldn't wait for someone to tell me that I needed to learn. Because nobody's gonna tell you that you need to learn. If you fail job hunting, if you've already tried it, what did your mom tell you? What did your dad tell you? What did your friends tell you? Like, mukhang hindi para sa yung trabaho na yan, ah. Ba na lang, mag-apply ka na, mag-ano ka na lang. No one's gonna teach you na, oh, you don't have enough skills, you need to fix this part of your English. You need to fix your accent. No one's gonna tell you that. No one's gonna tell you to dress up properly. No one's gonna tell you to take a shower before you go to the interview. Maybe yung nanay mo. But that's the thing. Not everyone's not everyone is interested in helping you succeed. Tignan mo yung friends list mo. Tignan mo yung phone book contacts mo, yung mga ka-chat mo, yung mga ka-text mo. How many of these people are actually interested in you becoming a better person and you earning more? How many? Can you imagine a few names? Wala naman, 'di ba? Ang dami mong friends, nandyan lang sila, good time. Halika road trip tayo, halika kain tayo sa labas, milk tea, sangyupsal. But they're not really interested in you developing as a person. Meron nga ako nabasa last week, ang tawag nila dyan, foodie call. So, yun yung mga tao na makikipag-date sa'yo para lang magpalibre. So, ikaw ba yung ganong kind ng person? Kung babae ka, nakikipag-date ka ba para lang magpalibre? Or ikaw, lalaki ka, tapos single ka, nakikipag-date ka. May mga nakipag-date ba sa'yo na ganon? Nagpasama lang sa sangyupsal, tapos hindi na kayo umulit? Or naalala ka lang niya pag gusto niya kumain sa labas? Think about that. Think about your friends. Think about what kind of life you want in the future. Kasi ako, I refuse to be limited to a low-paying job. I don't want a low-paying job. I never finished school, but I never stopped learning. Like, what do? I spend a few hours every day trying to learn something. I spend a few hours every day trying to improve myself. Even if I already have the income that I have, I already have the income that I want, I'm still trying to learn. I'm still trying to improve. Because life is hard. Life is going to be very difficult. Parang game yan. Yung game, di ba, pag level 1, madali lang. Pero pag level 35 ka na, yung difficulty niya tumataas. And the longer you stay in this game called life, the more difficult it's going to get. So, pag level 36 ka na, level 37 ka na, pahirap na yan ang pahirap. Diba? So, if you don't plan your life well, when you get older, it's going to get harder. Diba? That's how it's going to go. And the best way to do that is to study on your own, invest in your own education, buy books. You don't have to buy my book, buy someone else's book. Bilin mo yung books ni Bo Sanchez, okay yun. Bilin mo yung books ni Jordan Peterson, mahal pero 900 sa Power Books, pero okay yun, magbabago yung buhay mo. Yung books ni Dale Carnegie, okay din yun, magbabago rin yung buhay mo. Read new topics, learn skills, learn how to cook, learn how to exercise. Shell out the money, invest in yourself. Kasi yung pagkain mo sa sangyupsal, yung pagbili mo ng milk tea, hindi yan investment eh. Gastos yan eh. Ang investment is something na gumastos ka, pero may balik sa'yo. Yung balik sa'yo, pwedeng hindi ngayon, pwedeng in the future, pwedeng a month from now, pwedeng a year from now, pero may balik sa'yo. So you have to keep doing that. Right? So, yeah, that's it for this lesson. In the next video, we're gonna discuss number 4. So stay tuned and thanks for watching. Bye guys.